good YouTube? What's good? You know, it's your girl Flex Genius, and I'm back with another video. So today's video, guys, is not any prank, it's not any vlog, it's not any of the regular videos them, guys. It's more like an informational video, because today I'll be explaining how to fill out a I-130 form, guys. It's a petition for alien relatives. The reason for me to do this video is because I know many of people filing for their spouse, their parents, their child, and relatives back home, or even if they're in the United States, they are trying to like file adjustment of status, and you know, first step is to file an I-130 form. And I see many people using lawyers to fill out all these immigration documents, which by right is just all the information is about yourself, and paying lawyer $10,000 and all this type of money just to fill out forms about yourself is ridiculous, guys. Very, very ridiculous. So yeah, guys, so I'll be doing the I-130 today, guys. I'll be doing more than one videos on the different papers that you have to file when doing the immigration process. So the first one is just the I-130, just to start it. So guys, just stay tuned, and I hope that you learn a lot from this video and you guys won't spend so much money on lawyers anymore, or you guys could just come to me or contact me and I'll help you guys to fill out the I-130 form. So guys, just stay tuned for the video. Don't forget to like the video, share the video, and tell a friend. Don't forget to press the post notification bell so you can be notified whenever I drop these videos, guys. And guys, please don't forget to leave a comment and just share the video, guys. Share the video. Alright, so guys, stay tuned and please watch the video to the end, because I know you learn a lot from this video. Alright, so stay tuned, guys. So guys, the I-130 form, guys, as it said, is petition for alien relative. And guys, this form has 12 pages. Sometimes you print it, it give you literally 12 pages when it's just one side. And sometimes you can print it back and front, so you'll end up with 6 pages. But for me, I prefer to do it one-sided, guys, as it's easier to do. Yeah, so this is the form, guys. This is the form. This is the first form you have to file. This is for the petitioner. All the information about the petitioner, that's the person who's doing the filing. So all the information for the petitioner is on this. And so I'm about to start. So first, guys, at the top you have so petition for alien relative, Department of Homeland Security. The first area we're gonna fill out, guys, is right here. Up here, guys, like up the top right here, the instruction will tell you that this part up here, guys, is only for the USCIS purposes. Persons from the immigration will fill out this section up here, so you don't need to touch this section for no reason at all. You start right here where they say part 1, and for part 1, guys, it says relationship. So what's the relationship between you, the petitioner, and the person you're filing for? It could be your spouse, it could be your parent, a brother or sister, or your child. So you see that, guys? Your spouse. So you're gonna tick whichever one it goes for you. So it's either your spouse, your parent, your child, or your brother or your sister. So you're gonna tick the box that goes for you. So that's number 1 in section 1. Number 2, if you're filing this petition for your child or parent, let the box describe. So the box says, child was born to parents who were married to each other at the time of birth. Stepchild, step-parent, child was born to parents who were both married to each other. So you guys, you're just gonna read and you're gonna tick whichever one goes for you. In number 3, if the beneficiary is your brother or your sister, are you related by adoption? If you're related by adoption, you click yes. If not, you click no. Did you gain lawful permanent residence as us or citizenship through adoption? If so, yes or no. So guys, you see, so far it's very straightforward, and that you have complete section 1 on the form already. Easy guys. So the second part here now is information about you, the petitioner. So you know the A number, or alien registration number. The alien registration number, guys, is the number that's on your green card. It was given to you on your green card if you were not born in the US. Your alien registration number will be the number that you get when someone files for you and you receive it on your green card. That said number will be transferred to your citizenship certificate whenever you become a citizen. So the A number, or the alien registration number, guys, is the number that's on your green card or on the citizenship certificate, guys. So yes, so you put that in right here, part 1 in section 2. Part number 2 of section 2 now, guys, is USCIS online account number if you have one. Not necessary, maybe you don't have any, so you could just leave that. Number 3 is your social security number, guys. And you know the social security number, that 9, is it 9? I think it's 9. That's that 9-digit number, guys. So you get on a little card, a little blue card about social security. Yeah, that's the number you put here. And that's for number 3. Number 4, simple. You're gonna fill out your name, your first name, your last name, and your middle name. And that completes section 1, or part 1 of the I-130 form, guys. Simple, you know, guys. Simple. So now we're going on to part 2, and the information about the petitioner continues. So now we're going to provide all other names you have ever used. In part 5, guys, in number 5, guys, you're going to provide all the other names that you have ever used, apart from your first name or your last name or whatever. So now, after you do that, you'll provide information. Number 6 is which part you live, which part you're born, or I'm sorry, where you live, where you were born, your date of birth for number 8, and number 9, your sex, whether you're male or female. That's number 9. Then moving on to number 10. The in care of part is not really necessary, guys. So for example, when I was filing for my daughter, right? So because she's a minor and she don't really have an address like that, I'll put in care of, I'll put my name, because I'm the one like responsible for her. For example, when doing the I-485 form, which is another form, guys, I use the in care of. But the in care of, guys, is not really necessary for this section. So now, you know, you're gonna put your address, the name of the street, your apartment number, state, you know, where it works, country, and all of that. That's for number 10. And number 11 now, guys, is your current address, same as your mailing address. So if your current address is the same as your mailing address, then guys, you don't need to put a different address. You could leave it at that, and you don't have to do number 12, because if it's the same as number 10, you don't have to do number 12. So we're moving on to, but if it's different, guys, you know you got to put your mailing address separate from your physical address, so that you don't get any mix up when you're supposed to get any letters, and you know your letters go to the wrong address and stuff like that. So now we're moving on to number 13, guys. It said, is your physical address same as your mailing address? If not, if it is the same as your mailing address, guys, then we just move on to number 12. Or if it's not the same, you still got to put it at number 12, because in number 12 it asks to provide addresses for the last 5 years, whether inside or outside of the US. So you need to provide an address for the last 5 places that you've lived, whether you live inside the US or outside the US. You're going to start from your current address to the place you live before you move, and so on and so forth. So you're going to start from the most recent address to the first one for in 5 years. All right, so yeah, that's for number 12. So number 12, you write the present address. Number 13, you write the other one. Number 15, and so on and so forth. You got to write the day when you went to that location, that address to live, and the day you left that address. All right, guys, it's pretty simple, right? Pretty simple. You don't need no lawyer to do all of these things. So the address part is from like part 12 to 15. Yeah, part 12 to 15. So now we're moving on to part 16. And part 16 talks about the marital information. Marital information, how many times you've been married. So guys, you're gonna write that down. You're gonna put down how many times you've been married. If it's 1, you write 1 in the box right here. If 2, and so on and so forth. If you have never been married, you're gonna write current. For 17 is current marital status. Current marital status, whether you're single, you've never been married, you're married, you're divorced, you're widowed, you're separated, or annulled. The marriage has been annulled. Number 18, guys, the information continues on date of marriage, your current marriage. You put the date, the month, the date, and the year of the current marriage. Then for 19, guys, you have place of your current marriage. Where did you get married? You got the city, the town, the state, and the country, and all of that. So that's for that. Now we go to number 20. And in the number 20, guys, we're going to talk about names of all your spouses. If you only have one spouse, you're going to write the name, the given name, the last name, and the middle name, date when the marriage end, or whatever. So that's for if you have more than one spouse, if you did married or whatever. And then they give you like two spouse. Then the next section, guys, is information about your parents. So guys, all of this is about the petitioner. Information about the petitioner's parents. I know it's the name of your parents, the last name, the first name, the middle name, them date of birth, and them have sex, male or female. So it depends on which one you start with first. For your mother, you know, say a female. If for your father, you know, say a male. And then you have the country of birth, city of birth, and the country of residence. And you know, part 2 of the parents' information, if you do your mother first, you know, you're going to do your father first over that side. Alright, guys, and the same goes the country of birth, the sex, and all of that. And that's for number 30 to number 35. And number 36, guys, is additional information about you, the petitioner. So, for example, guys, it asks 36 asks for you to tick the box that goes for you. So if you're a citizen, or if you're a lawful permanent resident or a green card holder, yeah, that's what lawful permanent residents mean. So if you're a citizen, you tick the citizenship box. If you're a resident, you tick the lawful permanent resident box. Then if you're a citizen, complete items 37, which says my citizenship was acquired through birth in the US, naturalization, or through your parents, and you take which one goes for you. Have you been obtained a certificate of naturalization or certificate of citizenship? Yes or no, and you take that. Straightforward, guys. Easy breezy. Next, number 39, they want a certificate number. So if you are a US citizen and you have been naturalized, then you know there's another number on your apart from the A number, they have a number on your certificate, guys, that you're gonna put here the certificate number, and then right here the place where you've been issued. So on the naturalization certificate, guys, you have where you receive it, where you did your interview, and all of that, and then the address and everything is on the certificate. So you're gonna put it and the date you were issued it. All of those is on the certificate, guys. So you just look on the certificate and then you get all of that information, guys. Easy. You don't need no liar, though. Simple. And then for number 40, so if you're a lawful permanent resident, you complete that list. You know, there's a difference between the lawful permanent resident and if you're a citizen. So if you're a permanent resident, you cannot fill out the part where a person who's a citizen fill out. You have to fill out the part where it says it goes for permanent resident. Because you know, permanent residents can also file for people, their spouse, their children, their mom, whatever. So this part is the part for the permanent resident person. That's number 40, right? And the class of admission. The class of admission is what did you admit in the US as B1, B2, visitor, you know, that type of thing. And you know the type of admission you have based on your I-95. If you don't know not I-95, I-94. So if you don't know the type of admission you came on, guys, you could go online and Google your I-94, guys, and that give you all the information that you're looking for. Date of the admission, place where you admit, and all of that, the state and all of that. That's on, all of that is on your I-94 form, guys. And you can find that online. Just Google I-94 and then put in the information, and then you get all of that. So yeah, guys, so we're moving on to your employment history. So you're gonna put everywhere where you work. Right here they give you 2 employer. So first you're gonna do number 1, and you're gonna start with the most recent employer, and then you put in the previous employer. So you know you're gonna put in the name of the company, which part is located, the address of the company, the country, what type of work you used to do, the date when you start working, and if you're still working there, guys, you know it's just the day when you start, you're gonna fill in because present is already there. And then you go out to the number 2 employer, the place where you used to work before this, and then you go put it, and then you, same thing, you put the address and all of that, and then what type of work you used to do, the date when you start, and the date when you stop. So that's all for part 2. Now we're going into part 3 of the form, guys. And part 3 talks about the biographic information. So biographic information is about your ethnicity, your race, your height, you know that? All of them something. That's the biographic part of this form. And simple, guys. There's no art, don't mind my language, because I mix up the English and the patois. But yeah, very simple, guys. So for this part now, you have ethnicity. you select a box. If you're Hispanic or Latino, not Hispanic or Latino or whatever, your race, most of the time you're not Hispanic or Latino. Depends on who is filling it out. You pick which one. If you're Hispanic, you pick Hispanic. If you're not, you put not Hispanic or Latino. Number 2, you're going to put the race. If you're black, you're white, you're Asian, American Indian, or whatever, you tick that black. Your height, what your height, inches, pounds, or whatever. Your weight, your eye color, your ear, all of that, guys. Those are your biographic information. And then now, let a part 3 and part 3 finish already. Then we're going to go into part 4. For part 4, guys, it talks about information of your beneficiary. And the beneficiary, guys, is the person who we are filing for. So we're going to put the information for the beneficiary. But as I said, the person who you're filing for. So you need the person, the name, first name, last name, middle name, and all of that. If a person have any other name used apart from the first name or the names given up the top, you put it down here if they have any. Other information about the beneficiary, where the beneficiary lives. You gotta put their address, where they were born. You gotta put where they were born, a date, the date of birth, and themselves. Whether they are male or female, you tick the box right there. Has anyone ever filed for the beneficiary before? So you know, sometimes you as a parent of a child in Jamaica, you the mother file for the child, but the father had already filed for the child, but in the country, but you want to try file too. So yes or no, or if you're unknown. So that's the thing. You're gonna put which part of the child live and all of that. Then now, guys, other address and contact information. Provide the address in the United States where the beneficiary intends to live. So if you want to file for somebody and the person we have filed for will come live with you, you know you're going to put your address at number 12. If it's a different place that the person's going to live, you got to put that address where the person is going to live when that person come here. And then you're going to provide the beneficiary address outside the United States if it's different from any other address that you put. So guys, sometimes you're filing for somebody and they are not in the country, so you gotta put where they live in outside the US, whether Jamaica or whatever country they are living in. But if the person is living in Jamaica, guys, you don't need to put anything right here because you already put the address of the person. If they're just filing the adjustment of status, you already put their address here, so you don't need to put an address for them in this section. And then now, guys, you're gonna put a number that you could reach. They could reach you at, like your telephone number, whether daytime. If you have different number where somebody can meet you, can get you on in the day, or you have a different number for night, then by all means, this part says daytime number, so you're gonna put the daytime number. Gonna put the daytime number. Alright, where they could get you on in the daytime. So moving on, part 4, number 15, mobile number. That is any other number that you want to provide. You could even put the same number that you put on the other sheet. And then your email address, if you haven't. It's good to have email address too on the form, so you could put your email address. So number 17, beneficiaries marital information. That's if the person that you're filing for is married, then you got to fill out this section. If the person is not married, then you don't need to fill out this section. So for this one now, so the beneficiary current marriage, where they were married, the city, the state, the whole works. If they have been married. As I said before, if not, you leave it alone. For this part, guys, where it says name of beneficiary spouse, and they give you 2 spouses, like if a beneficiary have a spouse, because you know if it's a child you don't have any spouse, you don't need to fill out this part for a child. Your brother or your sister or your mother or your father, them would have spouse depending on their age, and you just fill out that information straightforward. Then first name, last name, date of birth, and date of marriage, date marriage end, and all of that. Simple, guys. Then now I have information about beneficiary's family. Provide information about beneficiary spouse and children. So you know if a beneficiary, as me say, if a beneficiary is a older person like your mom or your bigger sister them or so, and they have family, you're gonna need to provide their children's name, their children's date of birth, address, and all of that. If it's the spouse of the beneficiary, you're gonna have to put all of that in from section number 25 go all the way to number 44. Yeah, number 44. So basically from number 25 to 44 is basically about your beneficiary family. Then guys, moving on to number 45, beneficiaries entry information. Then it says, was the beneficiary ever in the United States? That means if the person you're filing for has ever been in the United States. If yes, you click yes. If no, you click no. Then 46. If the beneficiary is currently in the United States, complete number 46A to 46D. So the 46A says he or she arrived as a class of admission. So as I was telling you about the I-130, it comes around on this paper. The I-130, you could go online and find all the information. Just type in I-130 on your Google search, and then you put in the information like your name, your passport number, everything, and then you pull up your I-130 and you get all the information for that. Because the I-130 wants arrival and the departure records, date of arrival, and all of that. Easy. Then for 47, you're gonna need to put in your passport number or your travel document number. That's 48. 49 is the country where you get your passport. You need to put the place where you get the passport or your travel document. For number 50, expiration date of your passport or your travel document, guys. So as I said, pretty straightforward. Then 51 is the beneficiary's employment information. So you don't want to know where your beneficiary work. As I said, if it's a child, you know you're not that can't provide any details on that. But for older persons, you need to provide their employment. And you see they put right here if applicable, because sometimes the person doesn't work, so you can't put anything right there. So they need where the person work and all of that. When them start work and them stuff there. Additional information about beneficiary, that for number 53, was the beneficiary ever in immigration proceedings? Yes or no? Immigration proceedings mean like has the person ever been in the US, and immigration proceeding mean like removal, rescission, exclusion, deportation, or judicial proceedings. Like if them do nothing wrong in the US or whatever, and them want to take them out of the country. So that's immigration proceeding. They want to know which state, the date, and all of that good stuff. So that's for number 55 to 56, guys. So it's simple. We are almost done. Part 4 continue. This says if a beneficiary native language does not use Roman letters, type or print his or her name and foreign address in their native language. So I print the beneficiary name, where they live, and all of that good stuff. That's from 57 to 58. 59 said, if filing for your spouse, provide the last address at which you physically live together. If you never live together, type or print never live in the number 59 box. So that, guys, pretty straightforward. For your spouse, put in the address on you live last time before you come and find left him, or if not, just type you've never lived together. Alright, so that's for 59 to from 59A to 59B. Then 60A and 60B is from what date you guys lived there together at the address. Date to what date. And then, guys, the beneficiary is in the United States and will apply for adjustment of status. They need to put the address where the beneficiary is, if the beneficiary is gonna apply for adjustment of status. So that's for 61 to 62. Okay, guys, so now we reach to part 5. We're getting to the end, guys. Part 5, other information. Number 1, have you ever previously filed a petition for this beneficiary or other alien? If you have, that's basically what this is asking for. So part 6, guys, when you put the names of the person that you have filed a petition for, you got to put the relationship of the person. I mean, the information is straightforward, so when you put the names, then you know what relationship to put in the relationship box. And now we're gonna move on to part 6, guys. Part 6 is the end of basically the end of the form. So part 6 now is the petitioner statement. Select the box for either item number 1A or 1B. If applicable, select the box for item 2. Number 1A said, I can read and understand English, and I have read, understand every question and instruction on this petition and my answer to every question. And you're going to take the first one, because if you're the petitioner, you are the filing and you float a form, you read and understand all of it. So you just click the first box. If you use an interpreter, then the interpreter name in part 7 or whatever, you're going to select that the interpreter read everything to you and you understand the question and you understand the answer then what you put. Alright, and then part 2, at my request, the preparer name. If I know you prepare the form, if it's not you who prepare the form, then the you're gonna select at my request the preparer named in part 8. At my request, the preparer name in part 8, and you put the preparer's name, and then you're gonna click that, and then prepare this petition for me based only upon information I provide. So you're gonna make it known, say, you give the preparer the information that they have written on the form, so you know you're aware of everything that is on this form. All right, so we'll move to number 3, which is the petitioner's contact information. So the petitioner number, when can get contact in a daytime. Petitioner telephone number, if the number is different from the daytime telephone number, and the petitioner's email. Then you have the petitioner declaration of certificate, where the petitioner will read all of this and sign right here, so, and date it. So you, the petitioner, going to read this, sign it, and date it. Okay? So basically, that's it, guys. Yeah, it's just simple, right? Quick. It never take like an hour or nothing. And then because I'm reading it, why it seems so long. But if you are the one that going through the paperwork, guys, it won't take this long. Trust me, you don't need a lawyer to fill out these paperwork for you, because it's straightforward. And as I said before, you are the one giving the lawyer the information, because the lawyer don't know anything about you. So basically, whatever you've been given to the lawyer, you just take it and you put it on the paper by yourself. So if you use an interpreter, then the interpreter full name and all of that should go in this section. That's if you use an interpreter. the interpreter's mailing address should go here as well, and the interpreter contact information, for example his telephone number or his email address. And then the interpreter have to sign the interpreter certification. Sign it and date it, guys. Right. So if, as I said before, if you weren't the one who prepared this document or this paperwork, then you're gonna have the preparer's name, whoever prepared for you, whoever fill it out for you and all of that. You're gonna have the preparer's name, address, the telephone number and all of that, where it says interpreter preparer's information and stuff like that. And yeah guys, that's it for that. Then you're gonna have the preparer's contact information. Yeah, so the preparer's contact information, you're gonna do all of that. And then you have the preparer's certification. So you know everything has to be certified, so that you are aware that you're aware of everything that has been put on it, and that you are the one who give them the authority to prepare all this form for you guys. And yeah, that's basically it. Filling out the I-130, the petition for alien relative, the first step in filing for your spouse, your child, or your parent, your brother or your sister. That's the first step. And guys, if you have any additional information that you want to put on this is an extra page that they put in it for you to put whatever extra information you want to put. Like if the parts around the front, like if you had more information to add and it couldn't fit, then you have this paper right here where you use to fill in the rest of the information. And guys, easy as 1, 2, 3, guys. Guys, I hope you find these information valuable, and that you'll use it, and that it will help you to save your money instead of going to a lawyer to fill it out. And as I said before, guys, if you have any questions, just put it in the comment section. I'll be more than willing to answer them. Or if you need assistance in going over your I-130, I'll be more than willing, as I said before, to assist in any way or form possible. Just comment in the comment section, or you can DM me on my Instagram. That's Libra_love_genius. Yeah, that's my Instagram, Libra_love_genius, and my Instagram will be in the description, guys. So yeah, you can DM me for whatever information you want. And guys, as I said, I'll be coming out with more forms, like the I-485 forms. The I-485 form, guys, is the adjustment of status. That's if your spouse is, or your child, or whoever you're filing for is in the US and they want to adjust their status. So that form is what we're going to use to do all of that. So guys, yeah, so just stay tuned for those videos. And guys, please press the notification bell so that you can be notified whenever I drop the I-485 video. Okay? And guys, please share this video, because I know it will be beneficial to somebody and all of that. And just like, share, tell a friend to tell a friend. And guys, if you're not subscribers yet, one hour weapon, just click the subscribe button, guys, and just do the right thing. All right? Thanks for watching, guys. Thank you so much.